Jacksonville whenever I was in kindergarten and went to school at St. Paul's down here at the beach. Grew up at the beaches area. Love this community. It's been for a big town, it's a small town community, and it's wonderful. Even now, as I've gotten older, running into people that I was in grade school with or family members of them. And so it's awesome community to grow up in. I think one of the things that with Jacksonville in general is it does tend to be people coming from different areas moving into the Jacksonville area, which is wonderful, because what that does is it brings some of those mentalities and ways of life to Jacksonville, which is huge, and especially when it comes to taking better care of your body, putting nutrition and health first in your life. You know, some of those, you go to different areas like in California or New York, you'll find something similar to a Watts everywhere. It's like Starbucks here. It's on every corner. That's wonderful, you know, and I would love to see Jacksonville get to the same place with that, because we should be taking that good of care of our body every day, all the time. And the funny thing is when I went to several people when everybody wanted to know, what are you gonna name it? What are you gonna name it? And when I went and I said, well, I've come up with the name, or we've got the name, we've settled on it, it's Watts. A lot of people just looked at me like, okay, Watts, really? Like, what is Watts? And I'm like, exactly. Because your question, it's not, you know, like now you want to know what is Watts. Now you're asking me and you're trying to engage in the conversation with it instead of, well, we just named it Jack's Beach Juice Bar, it was awesome. So the idea and the concept I thought was amazing and wonderful, but my mom sitting back there in the back of my head is what pushed me to actually do it. The story with her was, you know, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. They gave her about a 50-50 chance of even making it 5 years. And that was just not good for her. That wasn't gonna happen. That's not what she wanted. I was in college. She wanted to see me graduate from college. She wanted to see me get married. She wanted to have grandchildren, you know, and she wanted to be a part of all of that. And she absolutely deserved to be, you know, like, and she was gonna make that happen. So she looked at the doctor, and I can remember her looking at the doctor and saying, will you tell me what I need to do, you know, what we need to do as far as treatments go, and I'm gonna put 50% on this on you, and the other half of it's on me. And she just took a very proactive role in taking care of her body. So there was a mind over matter part of that too. There was a whole philosophy and process that she went through, but a big key component of that was taking care of her body and having fun with it. She knew that it wasn't easy. I mean, you know, she would take a shot of wheatgrass. Well, I mean, sometimes she took a shot of bourbon or Jägermeister too, you know, so it was a good balance. And she wanted to have fun, but also knew that in order to be able to handle the treatments that she was receiving, she needed to be putting the best things possible in her body. That was always very much in my head, constantly. Probably didn't appreciate it as much whenever she was here. Until after she passed away, I just sat there and remember thinking like, wow, I mean, you go back and all the doctors would say, you know, every time we met with a new doctor, honestly, they couldn't believe she was still here. You know, like it was wonderful, such a wonderful experience. She would have absolutely loved this. She would have done this. I would have gone to her and said, this is what I'm thinking about doing, and she would have said, well, I want to do it. Because this was what she loved. I mean, she would talk to women in treatment and talk about different things that they should be eating, or, you know, how to take care of, you know, different symptoms and side effects that they were having, and from a very natural standpoint. So she would have probably been sitting in here talking to everybody. Everybody would have known her. She would have worked every day. She would have loved this. This was her, for sure. So for her to be able to see her daughter owning and operating her own business, that right there, I mean, you take all the nutritional side of it out, she would have just been so incredibly proud of that. To be able to do this and say that it is, you know, in honor of her, to me, it's just the most perfect way to pay tribute to her.